For today's model, we've got the Holy Grail, said to have miraculous powers. Something highly sought after and hard to achieve. Let's hope we can make it a little easier to get your own. We're going to change it just a little bit from this one. It's the very first one. And so you're seeing the design right away as soon as I am. Alright, so here's the basic design according to my box design videos. We want to divide the bill into 16 parts. So that gives us 9.75 millimeter flaps. So you draw that width. And then this number's undetermined, and so is that. And then you put your compass on here and measure 12 degrees and draw a line until it meets the 9.7 millimeter width. Then you measure that height, it gives you 45 millimeters. Then the bottom would be 21. We're going to change that to 22 for the model. And then when we go to tuck one flap inside the other, just like the box designs, we're going to tuck two flaps inside instead. So that's it. And you probably want a really fresh, crisp, new, if possible, dollar bill, because it's going to be hard to see some of the creases if you just have a old flimsy one like this. So what I'm going to do is demonstrate some of the folds with this one, and then we'll switch to the crisp dollar, which I've already done some pre-folding on. So we don't have to do any measuring. You just start off. This is where the 2 millimeters is. So you fold it as best you can right at the very bottom edge of the "In God We Trust." Get that straight across. Crease it down real good, making sure it stays lined up. Now we're going to do another fold, and we're going to do it right at the bottom of the United States of America, where it's dark green underneath. Bisect that dark green part so that that is nice and straight going across. I'm going to put some links in the description more about the Holy Grail according to Wikipedia and other popular definitions. So that's how that goes. Crease that down really good. If that's not perfect, it won't kill anything, except that is the top rim of your cup, so it'll affect it a little bit. Leave that folded, and here's our first fold. Leave that unfolded. So now we need to divide the bill in 16 parts. All folds in the same direction. So to do that, you fold in half, and then you tuck one half into the center, open that, tuck the other half into the center, then you've got quarters. Now to do eighths, you put this flap into that quarter fold, on both sides. And then you fold the end pieces in to their nearest crease. Get all your folds nice and straight. This is just a sample demo of how to do 16ths. So now you take the raw edge and you fold into the 1/8 fold nearest the edge. And then you pull it back. Now you've already done the 1/4 fold, so you go to the next 1/8 fold. Now you open it up and you go to the 1/8 fold with the other side. Oops. Yeah, the 1/8 fold. Then you already did the 1/4 fold, and then you go to the other 1/8 fold. All right, so now we have 1/8. And then to make 16ths, you go into the 1/8 fold. Okay, I did that. Oh, it's in 16ths now. Except there's 2 that we missed. Anyway, so hopefully you know how to divide into 16ths. See, they're this wide. So you missed that one. So you line up a couple points. Then you fold the edge pieces in. And we missed that one. But so, okay. You've got your 16 folded parts using that technique. So now, redo that original crease. Very first one. Let that edge hang down. Now we have our 16 parts. We're going to go from the first crease intersection to that point. And it's pretty small. Just going to do a couple and then skip ahead so we can get a real nice model. The edge ones are hard to do. Crease that down. Try to keep everything really precision. That's a little bit sloppy. So the edge ones are harder. You might want to just fold those from the back. Now on this one, there's the next crease. And there's the point right there that we're folding to. So right there. And you just continue that same movement till you do all 16 flaps. Crease them down. And now I'll do these and you do yours. And on the last one, you just fold it over from that point to this point. Get your point. Get that point. Okay, so I'm going to fold all those. Well, I forgot to start recording again, so we're all done. That's the tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it. Just kidding. Alright, so I have my angle folds. Yours should look just like this, except your serial number is different. Alright, so we're going to join the two halves, the two ends, with two sections overlap. So we want to put one inside the other over to here. That's two sections there. Fits a little bit better this side out. So I'm going to put this one inside there. And just tuck it inside that flap. Make sure you got two sections pushed in. Line it up really well. And as usual, I'm going to put a little binder clip to hold it. Now we've got to spiral these in and down. So you grab the overlapping edge and lay the straight folds over while gathering up the angled valley folds. And it's a little bit difficult, you know, because it's the Holy Grail. And just, I mean, you just have to struggle through this part with all these edges. It's a little bit fun. So it's really pretty difficult. So origami experience is good here. Maybe someone has a better way to do some of these. Type folds. And you just keep working it, and it will come around. Once you get it all into the center like that, you can hold the model at the ends and start fiddling with some of these. To get them in the right place. See how they're coming around? And just keep them all in the center. And twist it. Okay, there's one that's not got the flat line out. All right, this is not going so well. might have to stop the video and do a slightly alternative method. All right, hang on. All right, so if you got yours to lay down, just wait for us to catch up. So I've untucked it, and what we're going to do is we're just going to gather up all the pieces first. And it'll just spiral around like this. Incidentally, if you saw my montage video, this is how you make the circle box. See? And then you just tuck one flap in. But we did change that little dimension to 2 millimeters. To 22 millimeters. So it's not exactly the same. Should be 21 for the circle box. But it looks like 22 is working out, and you tuck 2 flaps in, and then you can design a bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and crease all those down going clockwise. But don't rotate clockwise while pushing. Just pinch them down on a hard surface. And then what you can do is pull it apart some in a spiral like this. And then grab that part, grab this part, and twist that over the top. Pull this. Wow. It's just, hard to achieve. Just like it says in the definition. Well, we're not having that much fun right now. So these have got to go spiraling around on top as you meet the halfway point. And this technique I've used a little bit. See how I'm just making the angle fold underneath and slipping it under. Got 2 left. It gets really tight. And, I don't know how to show this any better. It's a failure to demonstrate it the best. So now I'm just straightening out the circle there. So I hope you got to this stage, because then you're well on your way. And you can make the circle box, or you can make the grail. We've got 2 sides to overlap. Just find something handy to lift the flap of the outer one. And tuck it over the inner one. Just like that. Now that we've got these locked, we're going to hold there, untwist just a little bit, and get more of an hourglass shape going. Pull these down, going around. Now we're going to round this flat wedge area. Just pinch it in from the inside. like the Chalice cup video. And just keep working it around. So maybe folding it at 21 instead of 22 makes it come out a little easier. But I think we're going to like this one. And you just keep on shaping it up as much as you want here. That looks pretty good. Okay. Now we've got to tuck that back in a little bit. Now, we don't want that edge sticking up a little sloppy like that. So, it'd be best if you had a little tool and you're just going to pull it down a little bit further and recrease that. It's a difficult little move, but now it angles down a tiny bit right here. Round it back up. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Now on the bottom, you can leave it like that if you want, and you're done now. Or you can fold these in. All right, first off, we got to get rid of that one because it disrupts the pattern on the bottom. You just twist that back the other way. Tuck it around. Now it's hidden. And now it's uneven here, but that's okay. We're going to fold the border in so there's just about the same amount sticking out from the edge of the green to the white edge after it's folded. And just do them one at a time for best results. See? And you just got your finger under here to support your folding. Just do little pinches all the way around. It's sticking out a little, so we're redoing it. Because you don't want the raw edge sticking out. And then just try to compromise from the beginning to the end by leaving that little knot there. And then just crease these down a little more. Get them all nice and flat. And there it is. I hope you got that done. It's a little bit challenging. But that's why I have the Design Your Own Box series. If you make some of those, then you'll really get good at this type of folding. And there's your Holy Grail. And to make it look like it has the magical powers, shining a green laser pointer inside it. All right. Hope you like that. Changed it a little bit, like I said. The original one had 21 millimeters right here. And it makes it a little bit different. Just a little millimeter. And then we folded in a different amount because of the 21 and 22 millimeters. This one, the bill was actually turned this way when I made it because it was the circle box top. There we go. I like the outcome. It's a winner. Have a great day. Oh no. Now there's two Holy Grails. Which one's real? You decide which one to make. Take care.